Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If scenario. Today's matchup features the Seattle Pilots versus the Chicago White Sox at Comiskey Park. On the mound for the Pilots today is Steve Barber, whose record is 1-1 with a 3.68 ERA. And pitching for the White Sox today is Tommy John, whose record is 3-4 with a 2.65 ERA. And yesterday's game, the final game of the three-game series versus the Royals, we got whooped pretty good. There was a grand slam in the third inning by Pat Kelly of the Royals, who gave them a 9-1 lead. And it was really pretty much over at that point. We scored 8 runs. We managed to get a bunch of runs on Mo Drabowski there in the 9th inning. So that was nice, but our comeback fell short. And we move on to Comiskey here in Chicago to face the White Sox and Tommy John today. So before we get started with today's game, I wanted to remind everybody that we have this San Diego Padres contest that the entries end today. And I want to show you what the prize is for this contest. Right now we have, before I show you, we have 5 contestants. We have Don T, Sean D, John M, Freddie, and Dave from Not Your Status Quo. So we have 5 contestants, and I'll give you their games predicted at the end of the game today. So we have 5 contestants, and you could still get in on the contest through today, and then starting tomorrow, the contest is over, and we'll just have however many contestants we have. Okay, so let me show you what the prize is. I think this is a really cool prize. I'm going to pull it up here momentarily. It is a legit 1-of-1 prize. There's only one of these ever made, and it is of a player who was a 1-of-1, a first overall first round draft pick. This guy was drafted by the Padres, played for the Padres. And let me show you what it is. Here it is. You will get this document. I got this off of eBay, the original document from Topps, where David Wayne Roberts, that is the correct Roberts, because of course there are 3 Dave Roberts you might be familiar with. One is the Dave Roberts, who is the former Red Sox ball player who's now the coach, the manager of the Dodgers. And then there's Dave Roberts, who was the pitcher who pitched for the Tigers at one point. He also did pitch for the Padres and several other teams. And then there's David Wayne Roberts. David Wayne Roberts was the number 1 overall draft pick in 1972 out of the University of Oregon by the San Diego Padres. He was originally a third baseman, but his defense was horrific. And so he moved around a little bit in the infield, played second base. His second base was actually worse than his third base. He had a really great 1973 season in the majors, and unfortunately, he just couldn't play defense. So they tried him at different positions, couldn't find a spot. He lost his bat as well. They sent him to the minors for the whole 1975 season. He came back in 1976 as a catcher, and he was an average catcher at best. And so the defense was the one thing that really hurt his overall game. And somewhere in there, he lost his bat. He had a career OPS plus of 84, so he wasn't even replacement level. He did have a long career here, but you'll see this contract is between Topps, of course, the baseball card company, and David Wayne Roberts, allowing him to use his likeness for the baseball cards. These are all 2-year contracts, so technically this is his second contract signed with Topps. So his rookie contract was the 73-74 season. This is for the 1975 and 1976 seasons. You'll see here he received a bonus payment of $75, which I'm sure ball players get a lot more than that. You'll see he signed it here and dated it March 10th, 1975, and then a representative from Topps, Tom Johnson, additionally signed it here. So this is an original document from Topps. I purchased it off of eBay, and I don't actually have the physical document in my hands yet. It's actually on its way here. I thought it'd be here by now, but of course with the holidays, it just hasn't made it yet. I can make it a little bit bigger if you want to take a minute and pause it and read the entire document. You can see the signatures here. I thought it was really cool, something that is a one-of-one. I know nobody out there else has this, and the winner of this contest will get one. So pretty cool, I think. Let's go ahead and get started with today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. You have to be a subscriber to get in on the contests. It's the holiday season. I'm a giving kind of guy, so I enjoy doing these fun things for the channel and for all my subscribers and those who are dedicated to watching every single one of these games. I do appreciate that. We have Steve Barber on the mound. He's making his second start since coming back from injury. Last one did not go so well. We have all of the bullpen available today. And our lineup versus Tommy John. Of course, Tommy's a lefty. And so we have a lineup in there that is primarily righties. Don Bosch will get another start since he's been killing it. We also are going to have Ray Oyler at short. Danny Walton will play left field instead of Mike Hegan. That's our lineup for today. Let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for the Seattle Pilots. Batting leadoff in right field is Tommy Harper. Batting second, playing third base is Rich Rollins. Batting third in center field is Don Bosch. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Deron Johnson. Batting fifth and catching is Jerry McNertney. Batting sixth in left field is Danny Walton. Batting seventh at second base is Gary Sutherland. Batting eighth at shortstop is Ray Oyler. And the pitcher, Steve Barber, batting ninth today. Let's take a look at Tommy John. We've already covered Tommy in a deep dive earlier when we faced him the first time around. He's now making his 10th start. He's already thrown 68 innings. That's like twice as much as most people on our team. He's got 35 Ks. Opponents are batting .265 against him. I know he did really well, right? The first time? Oh no. Oh, we faced him twice already. He had a complete game shutout against us. Then he had a complete game shutout versus Detroit. Then we faced him again and we clobbered him. So I don't know. We could maybe have a big game against him today. You'll see that he does not have a fastball. His sinker is his best pitch, rated a 91. Overall rated an 83. He's only 25 years old. He has his whole career ahead of him. The lefty goes to free agency in 1972. There's the defense for the White Sox. Looks like they are rough at first and at short. First base is Ossie Blanco. Yeah, we know he's not good. And their shortstop is Woodie. Okay, yeah. So these are their everyday players, but they are not good. And we have Pavletich behind the plate with a 67 arm. What is his fielding? 29% caught stealing percentage. And his defensive range and WAR is pretty bad. Okay, so maybe we can do a little running today if we get on the base paths. Here we go with Tommy Harper leading off against Tommy John. And ground ball to short from Harper, and Held tosses him out. So 1 out as Rich Rollins steps in. Rollins average dipping down to 271. Still doesn't have a home run as he hits a high fly ball into shallow right field. Play made by Williams. 2 down for Don Bosch. He's batting .571 versus lefties. It's been a nice surprise for us as he strikes out to end the first. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the White Sox lineup. Leading off, playing first base, is Ossie Blanco. Batting second in left field is Carlos May. Batting third in center field is Mack Jones. Batting cleanup, playing shortstop, is Woodie Held. Batting fifth and catching is Don Pavletich. Batting sixth at third base is Bill Melton. Batting seventh at second base is Ron Hansen. Batting eighth in right field is Walt Williams, and the pitcher Tommy John batting ninth. Okay, we're going to take a look here at Steve Barber making his fourth start. After missing a little over a month with an injury, he's 1-1 with a 3.68 ERA, 9 walks, 9 strikeouts, and 14 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .232 against him. His fastball tops out at 92 miles an hour. He is a ground ball pitcher, 51.2% of the time. Actually, he doesn't really have a fastball, though. That doesn't make sense. A 90 sinker and an 82 slider, so 2 good pitches. Overall, an 81, the 31-year-old lefty is a free agent after the 1971 season. If we look at his log, yeah, he did not do well in his first game back, only going 3 innings against Cleveland, giving up 6 runs and 5 hits with 3 walks. So he needs a good bounce-back game today. Here's the defense. They are kind of sucky. Below average at first, second, left field, and right field. Here's Ossie Blanco leading off against Steve Barber. And he walks him. Oh my gosh. I really thought Steve Barber would be the anchor for our team. But that injury maybe threw off his season here. And then Blanco, trying to steal second base, was gunned down by McNertney. I looked it up before the game today. McNertney has thrown out the second most batters in all of baseball, and he has the highest percentage of caught stealing. So he's having a good year defensively and a reasonable year at the plate. Ground ball to first for May is out number 2. That will bring up Mack Jones. And Jones gets a base hit back through the box into center field. Jones has some pretty good speed here, and yet he only has 1 stolen base this year. Will he be going on the left-hander Barber? Here's Woodie Held. 213 hitter, and he crushed it to dead center field. Home run number 4 on the year, and it's 2-0 just like that. So Barber giving up a single, a home run, and a walk so far here in the first, and another walk. Oh man, I don't know how many more of these type of games I can handle. Runner on first, and another walk. 3 walks in the first inning with the 2 hits. Ron Hansen, all we can do is let him throw it. Another walk. He walked 4 in the first. Here we go, keep it going. Wild pitch, brings in a run, 3-0. A base hit to left, that'll put a couple more on the board. They're batting around here in the first. And there we go. So the White Sox get 5 in the first inning. Off 3 hits, 4 walks, a home run. We go to the top of the second inning, and this game is over. Now I still do try to figure out why this game sucks so badly. And I think one of the problems is with our extra porous defense. Maybe that's how more hits come through, but I don't know why he would walk so many. He's not a bad pitcher. McNertney lines out, and Walton grounds out to first. Oh, nope, an error by the first baseman, Ossie Blanco. So that's our first base runner today. And then Gary Sutherland hits a 2-run home run into left field. That is his first home run as a Pilot. And this has been a nice surprise for us. He's got 4 extra base hits of his 6 hits this year. And we really need someone to, I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice if we had someone who could hit and field. I guess we can't have nice things, but at least he's brought his bat. Here's Ray Oyler, speaking of terrible hitters. And he pops it up on the infield. Blanco makes the catch. So the error by Blanco leads to the Gary Sutherland home run. We get a couple runs on the board, go to the bottom of the second inning. Oh, I got a call from Dave. We're going to decline it. Sorry, Dave. We'll get you later. Ossie Blanco leading off the bottom of the second inning. Ground ball to first. There's out number 1. I'm sure he'll have a decent bounce back inning here as May grounds to third. 2 down. Mack Jones slices it to left field. Walton makes the catch. So yeah, there's your 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the third with Steve Barber leading off. Barber's got a hit on the year. And a base hit through the right side. So some pitcher-on-pitcher violence there. Let's hit and run with Tommy Harper. Harper, a .255 hitter versus left-handers as he drops it in for a base hit. Little duck snort. Finds a hole. Barber goes to third. Don't count us out yet, folks. We're going to hit and run. Back-to-back at bats. It's first and third, less than 2 outs, so it's a hit and run situation. If you got the guy, we got the guy. Ground ball up the middle. Held. Only play is to first, and a run scores. The pitcher, Barber, scores, of all people. So now it's 5-3. With a runner on second and Don Bosch up. 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Another ground ball up the middle. Harper, gutsy play going to third as Bosch is out at first. That's going to bring up Deron Johnson, average under 190. We gave him the day off yesterday, and he pinch hit and struck out with the bases loaded and the game on the line. Here he pops it up. Deron Johnson, a huge disappointment. We go to the bottom of the third inning with Woodie Held leading off. He had that home run to get the first runs on the board for the White Sox. And a base hit to right. How can a guy with a 75 rating be crushing it like that? He's batting only .229, and yet he beats us down pretty good. Leadoff man on first. Here's Pavletich striking out. There's the first K for Barber. Runner on first with 1 down now. Here's Bill Melton. Melton walked his first time up. And a base hit to left. So these base hits that are falling in front of our outfielders, that is because we have poor defensive range out there. But, you know, you got to try to trade offense. There's a 3-run home run by Hansen. So we are a player hitting 164. Just got his 3rd home run. There's Ron Hansen, if you need it. That's 8 runs given up by Barber. And a base hit through the right side. So this is going to be another terrible outing. Ground ball to first. Johnson turns 2. 3-6-1 double play. We go to the top of the 4th inning. It is 8-3. Jerry McNertney leading it off. And a base hit to right field. We are doing our best here to try to stay close. A comebacker from Walton to John and a double play. So that shut that down quickly. And then Sutherland, who had the big shot in the second, grounds out to third. We are going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Ossie Blanco leading off. Blanco, fly ball to the left. One down. So Barber, 7 hits, 4 walks so far. Throw a wild pitch in there too. And another base hit. I'd like to try to get Barber through this inning because we have him due up, right? So we don't want to take him out, bring in another pitcher, and then have to pinch hit for the pitcher. Ground ball to third from Mack Jones. Can we get 2 again? There we go. That worked out okay. We go to the top of the 5th inning with Ray Oyler. Leading off, full count to Oyler and a ground ball to first. Blanco making the play. All right, so Barber's coming out. Terrible, terrible job. We're going to pinch hit Wayne Comer. Comer only batting .200 versus lefties. That's why he's not in there. Versus lefties as a starter. Ground ball up the middle. Hansen making the play. 1 out. Next man up with 2 down is Tommy Harper. And Harper lines out to first for out number 3. Pardon me, just need a little sip of coffee. Replace with the pitcher. Of course, it's going to be Jerry Stevenson. Stevenson having a good year. I mean, out of the bullpen. He's on the trade block. Nobody wants him though. 26 strikeouts in 27 innings pitched. Didn't he have 5? Yeah, he had 4 strikeouts in a row in one game. Yeah, he had 5 total in that 3-inning performance versus Cleveland. And he struck out 4, had 5 total that game. And then he gave up another run against the Royals with Cheese. Okay, here we go. Woodie held. He's been a big meanie today. And a base hit to left. 9th hit for the White Sox. Held on first. Here is Don Pavletich. Pavletich strikes out. Well, that's the one thing you can say about Jerry Stevenson is he does throw strikes. Melton, fly ball to left. Danny Walton making the catch. After giving up the base hit to Held, it's been 2 quick outs. And then Hansen strikes out. There we go. Good job there by Stevenson. We go to the 6th inning. Teams have kind of settled in here. No runs have been scored in 2 innings. Rollins strikes out looking. Only the 2nd K for Tommy John. Don Bosch up. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. So this is Bosch's coming back to earth game, I guess, as he's 0 for 3 now. Hey, wait, did he have an 0 for yesterday too? No, he got a hit yesterday. And Deron Johnson striking out. Wow, that guy is terrible. Oh, man. When we lose big. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning with Walt Williams leading off. 2nd inning of relief for Stevenson. Ground ball to 3rd. Rollins throws out Williams. 1 down. Next man up is the pitcher, Tommy John. John rips it to center field. That's maybe the hardest hit ball other than the couple home run balls. 2 down for Ossie Blanco, and he strikes out looking. Stevenson looking good. He'll come back out for another inning if we don't get to the pitcher spot. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. McNertney's got a hit. He's 1 for 2 today, leading off and walking. Good job by McNertney. That'll bring up Danny Walton. Walton 0 for 2 today, but 2 for 4 against John in his career. Oh, he crushed it. Oh, man. Good job by Danny Walton. He's got some pop. That is Walton's first home run, first major league home run. And the score is 8-5. Nobody out here for Gary Sutherland. Sutherland gets his second hit of the game. A single to right field. Here is Ray Oyler. We don't expect him to do anything other than lay down a bunt. Try to get us one more run. Get us a run closer. There's a comebacker to John. And the sacrifice works, moving Sutherland over to second. So we will pinch hit. Oh, man. Our options are Tommy Agee or Bo Cabela. And I think we have to go with Agee, but Agee does not hit lefties, which is why he's not starting today. That's why Bosch is in center field. He's batting 152, but he's a better option than our pitcher. All right, we need Agee to come through for us here. 1-2 count. He strikes out. Good sinker from John. We had to try. 2 down. Here's Tommy Harper. Harper base hit to center field. That'll score Sutherland. And now it's 8-6. We're never out of it. Okay, a runner on first. Rich Rollins up. Rollins is 0 for 3. He does have an RBI. I think we have to just let him take a cut here. He does walk a lot versus lefties. Maybe we can get a walk out of him. Nope, 1-0 count. And a ground ball to third. And there's out number 3. All right, we are going to the bottom of the 7th inning. We do have a couple of lefties coming up, so we'll bring in Ron Locke. We trust Ron Locke. You see his numbers are pretty solid. Those walks to strikeouts, not great. That's not what you want. Okay, here we go. Carlos May leading off against Ron Locke. Oh, he strikes him out. There we go. Good start by Locke. 1 down for Mack Jones. Another lefty matchup here. Jones, ground ball to Oyler. 2 down. Let's see if Locke can get Woodie held. Nobody has today. He's 3 for 3. Had that big 3-run home run. Oh, and he walks him. Oh, should have saw that coming a mile away. Now Pavletich, he's 0 for 2 with a walk, but he's batting .424 versus lefties. You have to believe he's due to get out. 1-2 count. He clubs it to center field where Bosch makes the catch. Okay, we've got a new outfielder coming in. It's Ken Berry. There's Ken Berry. A 94 rating in center and a 97 in left. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, here we go. John is still in there. He's at 96 pitches with Don Bosch leading off. We need something here from Bosch. There we go, a base hit into center field. That's going to bring up the tying run, which is Deron Johnson. Got to let Johnson swing away. Sooner or later, he's got to run into one. He's got 92 power. Base hit to left. There we go. We'll take that. We're gonna hold Bosch at second. I know it said 70% chance, but we have to be intelligent about taking our chances here. Here's Jerry McNertney, first and second, and a fly ball to right. It will be caught. We will send Bosch. Oh, it's 50-50 now. Oh, man, Walt Williams has an 87 arm. I guess we're going to say no. And give Danny Walton a shot. Now, Walton is 3 for 5 with a home run against Tommy John. This might be the guy you want up here. Full count. And he strikes out. Sutherland, ground ball to first. So maybe that was our problem. If we had sent Bosch on that first play and been safe, maybe the rally would have kept going, but it was 3 straight outs after Johnson's hit. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. We're going to take out Ron Locke. He did a good gerb. We'll bring in Jack Acker. Statistically our worst pitcher. 1-1 with a 5.50 ERA, 14 Ks and 18 innings pitched. Opponent's batting .297. Another pitcher who does not have a fastball. His sinker is the only pitch that is average. The 28-year-old righty goes to arbitration at the end of the year. And if he doesn't get it together, you can say bye-bye, Jack Acker. Bill Melton leading off. Melton popping it up at home plate into foul ground. Play is made by McNertney. 1 out. Here's Ron Hansen. Hansen walks. How many total walks have we had today? It's got to be at least 6. Okay, Hansen on first. Here's Walt Williams and a balk. Okay. And there's your base hit to give him the lead. So the balk always leads to it, a run scored. They're going to take out Tommy John. Here's Gale Hopkins. Striking out. Oh, nope. Maybe it's a ground. Oh, an error. Okay, here goes the rest of the moguling here. Error on McNertney. A pop-up. And then maybe, what, a 3-run home run here? Nope, another walk. Ken Berry. Base hit. That'll score 2. Nope, just 1. 10-6. There's another one. That's a deep fly ball to right. Dying at the fence. It's 10-6. We're going to the 9th inning. Bob Locker coming in. The right-hander having a terrible year. Opponents are batting .337 against him. We faced him twice, and we scored 3 on him once. All right. We're down 4 runs. He is a right-hander after all. It doesn't matter. We're going to let Oyler bat. And he pops out. We will pinch hit for Acker. With Mike Hegan. Hegan batting .241 versus righties. Base hit to left. Runner on first. Here's Tommy Harper. Another line drive to third. It is. Down to our final out. It's Rich Rawl. 0 for 4 today. Defensive indifference. I am also indifferent to this game. Rich Rollins. There's the 2-run home run. The same score as yesterday's game. What a surprise. That's Rollins' first home run of the year. Oops. There we go. He has, reasonable power. He's twice hit 16 home runs. 2 down. Here's Bosch. And Bosch hits a fly ball to left. And that'll do it. So we lose this game 10-8. Another one of those games where our pitchers, our starting pitchers just can't get out of the gate. You put 8 runs on the board, that's more than enough to win. And yet, back-to-back 10-8 losses. And let's take a look at the standings. We can now look at the Padres standings, as we are now not taking any more entries. We fall a game back of Oakland. Baltimore 3.5 up on New York. Let's take a look at the National League. So here are, I don't know if you can read that or not. Those are the official entries. Don T has predicted 50. Let's go in order. How about we do that? The least amount of wins predicted is by Sean D, who predicted 48. And then we have Don T, who predicted 52. Freddie predicted 54. John M predicted 55. And then Dave predicted 69. And so let's take a look at the National League. And the Padres have now won 10 games. So I guess you extrapolate that over the rest of the season, and that's really only about 44 victories, right? Because we're almost at the quarter mark. Not quite, pretty close. 40 games is approximately the quarter mark. So you're looking at 45, 47, maybe 48, somewhere in that range. Somebody out there is better than at me than math. So the closest without going over will win the Dave Roberts Topps contract. Okay, let's take a look at headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. There's Kelly, who clubbed us yesterday. First place belongs to the Athletics. They beat the Red Sox 13-5. Gene Tennis had a double. 3 runs batted in. Jim Lonborg of the Red Sox gave up a couple of home runs. Danny Cater went 3 for 6. Sal Bando had a home run. Bert Campaneris did a bunch of stuff, including 2 stolen bases. Seattle loses 10-8. We dropped from first. The White Sox beat us. Ron Hansen went 1 for 2. He had the home run. Didn't even want to mention the home run. Woodie held. Terrible player. Just crushing us. Walt Williams had a good game too. Okay, nothing else. Let's take a look at the transactions. We finally have something. Vern Hanrahan retires from Oakland. Hanrahan could not make it to the majors since the 1966 season. He came over from Kansas City when they moved to Oaktown. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe. Let me know what you think about the prize. If you think it's cool, if you think it's lame. I can tell you that I did find a similar document with Dave Winfield, and it was $299. I thought that would be pretty sweet, but a little bit out of my price range. Let's take a look at our player of the game. I want to give it to Gary Sutherland. Sutherland, so many players. We had 3 players hit their first home run today. I think I'm going to give it to Sutherland because when he hit his, I felt like we had a chance. And then we just did not. So Sutherland will be the player of the game today. Steve Barber suffers another loss. His ERA balloons to 6.75. Maybe he is not going to be a starter for us. Jack Acker gives up a couple runs. That was the difference. He should be hung with the loss. Tommy John gets the win. He is now 4-4 as Ron Hansen and Woodie Held both hit home runs. Costly home runs. That's going to do it. We're going to come back. We're not going to come back tomorrow and play a game. We will have the 1980 Detroit Lions alternate history tomorrow, where we play the Minnesota Vikings. It's week 13 of the 16-week season. So we are coming down the stretch, and that Billy Sims autographed jersey prize is just that much closer into going to someone's hands. So, okay, we're going to come back tomorrow then and play the 1980 Detroit Lions alternate history game. Until then, everyone, have a great day.